All right, Harmony Science Academy students, welcome back to another lesson. Let's go ahead and get into it. Before we actually look at the title for today's lesson, okay, you want to revisit some of these concepts, okay, this vocabulary. Multiplication, look up the definition. Again, it seems pretty straightforward, but a lot of times a formal definition might give you insight as to something you may have missed. So take some time, Google it, look for some examples. Again, the definition for polynomials got some details in it. Okay, so this time, go ahead and define it, provide an example, and really look a little closer at the definition. Okay, of what it takes to be a polynomial, and what disqualifies a polynomial. Okay, and then lastly, revisit the concept of FOIL. If you remember it, you can describe it here. Otherwise, you can Google it. It's really nice preparation for today. Okay. All right. So let's go and get into it. The title for your assignment, okay, or the lesson today is multiplying polynomials. I think this for students is more comfortable than actually adding polynomials. Okay. But you be the judge. That means look at the lesson from last time, which was adding polynomials, and ask yourself what's the same, what's the difference. Okay. It's very important because it helps organize your thoughts. Okay. So again, we'll start off with some easy, middle, and then some more difficult towards the bottom. So let's go ahead and do a random sample. Okay. Let's go ahead and start off with good old number 1. Okay. So the FOIL process is first, right? It's a distribution process, but you take this first term in this binomial and you go with the first term of this binomial. Okay, so it's first, outer, inner, last. Okay, so again, you guys will have captured the vocabulary, so you'll be more comfortable with it. Okay, so a times 2a is 2a squared. A times 4 is 4a. Negative 4 times 2a is negative 8a. And negative 4 times 4 is minus 16. Okay. So this skill takes you all the way through pre-calculus and beyond. So master it, okay? Multiplying polynomials. Okay. And in the previous lesson we combined like terms. So really it's these two guys right here, okay? All right. I think you guys will do pretty good with those. Again, it's more of the same. Even the set of problems in the middle are very doable. So let's go ahead and visit the harder set, which is towards the end. Okay, so it's these kinds of problems. All right, now the first thing, let's go ahead and let's pick the first one of these, which is 25. Okay, now of course it's intimidating just because it's a longer polynomial. Specifically, there's 1, 2, 3 terms, so it's a trinomial. This one also has 3 terms. Why? How do I know that? Because they're separated by pluses. So I have a trinomial times a trinomial. All that means is I'm going to have more work. That's it. But it's the same process of distribution. This first term to these 3, then him to the 3, then him to the 3, okay? So I'm going to have basically 3 times 3, which is 9 terms. And over here, where was I? I had 2 terms times 2 terms, which gave me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe that helps some of you guys. Okay? So you'll understand why this is so long. Okay? It's 3 times 3. So we got to go real slow so we don't make a silly mistake. So here I have 21a to the 4th. Okay? I have negative 3a cubed. I have minus 12a squared. Okay. So that one's done. I'm scratching it off here because there's a lot of work, okay? I don't want to, again, make a silly mistake. So now I go to this guy who's going to go to all three. So I've got minus 21a cubed. Okay. Now notice, guys, okay, I know some of you guys are more comfortable than this or not, but notice that since I'm multiplying 3a um, times negative 7a squared, I'm multiplying these two, so the exponents, I add them, okay, because I'm multiplying, all right, which is different than if I was adding these two terms, okay. All right, just thought I'd review that with you guys. So let's go 3a squared and 12a. Check my work. If I make it a mistake, I'd love for you guys to bring it up and we can deal with it in class. But I think I'm trying pretty hard here. Okay, so I'm done with him. Now this guy goes to all three. Okay, so minus 21a squared okay plus 3a and plus 12. Alright, so I'm done with that and I'm left with 9 terms. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's a good chance I did this right. And as you guys are working with your shoulder partner, you guys work on this separately and then you can check your final answer to build your confidence here. Okay, alright, now it's time to combine like terms. So who else has an a to the fourth? Nobody. Okay, so check out how I'm going to do this. Similar to what we've done in the past. Use it and scratch it off so it doesn't get confusing. Okay, 1 power down is a cubed. So I've got this guy, and that's it. Okay, so that becomes minus 24a cubed. Scratch it off. Okay, starting to help me focus on what I haven't used. 1 less than a cubed is a squared, so I've got this guy, this guy, this guy. Okay, so this gives me 9. This gives me negative 30 a squared. Scratch it off, scratch it off, scratch it off. 1 less than this would be a, which is him and him, and that's 15. And I'm left with a 12 constant. Okay, and there we have it. 21a to the fourth minus 24a cubed minus 30a squared plus 15a plus 12. Okay, alright guys, I think you've got everything you need. We'll see you in the classroom.